So I would love the idea that there was an ecosystem-based set up in the insurance industry where large-scale insurers who are very good at balance sheet, asset allocation, risk-based pricing, and then just enabled much more nimble, much more consumer-centric organizations like ours to tap into that capability where we don't have to negotiate for each and every arrangement that we want to have, and those insurers don't pretend that they're great at customer service and spend a fortune on brand build, which doesn't help anybody.
Ecosystems are going to be much more about administration platforms. And I think what insurance is actually trending towards is much more like a utility. So where you just consume the service and you basically pick your provider. So the platforms themselves are much more about connecting the pieces together to allow all the good things to happen in the background, which is actually making you good should the bad things happen.
As I look at what we're doing and other companies are doing, they're becoming part of an ecosystem, and that ecosystem extends across motor manufacturers, it extends across banking, and it extends into many other parts of many other industries. So they're relevant today. I think the challenge for insurers is how to maintain that relevance so that we're not seen as commodity suppliers, but we're seen as partners in building that ecosystem.
I think it's certainly something that the insurance industry would like to explore. Whether or not you can generate the level of regularity of interaction that's needed to make an ecosystem platform work, I think is the key question. So, how frequently can you have that interaction? Because an ecosystem that's used once or twice a year is probably not going to be that utilised by the customer. So I think if you build value-added services and products that sit around that core proposition, then there is some scope for that. But I think we're some way off.
Insurance companies are more closed in the way they approach problems, but a lot of them, because of a number of leaders in the marketplace, are opening their doors to startup and actually starting building ecosystem because they realize the only way they can actually be successful is by inviting younger businesses to work with them on solving the challenges of tomorrow.
Insurance at the moment is quite a siloed industry. And actually we need to break out of those silos. We need to collaborate across industries. We need to collaborate with, as I say, with retailers, with car manufacturers, with banks. We need to be collaborating across industries because that's how you come up with the really unique propositions.
Should insurers spend vast amounts of time on user journey for a product that's perhaps not highly differentiated to other insured products, when indeed what they could be doing is integrating APIs, serving up product to other marketplaces? What should they do to prepare? They need to open up their APIs, and they need to be very much prepared to let go of the consumer ownership and provide their product dynamically into marketplaces.
So I absolutely think it will happen. I think it should have happened sooner, but I think the challenges that we've got as an industry is to catch up quick. There's consumer experience in things like the banking sector is so far in advance of what we're currently offering the consumers that we need to move on this. Otherwise, what's going to happen is somebody like Amazon is going to step in and offer the solution in totality to the customers that we would like to retain.